It's 3 in the afternoon. You're staring at your computer screen and suddenly all you can think about is chips, chocolate, or grabbing a second cup of coffee. Here's what most women don't realize. That 3 p.m. crash didn't start at 3 p.m. It started with breakfast. And if you're over 40, that same breakfast could be making it much harder for you to lose weight. Today, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite breakfasts. It is packed with 40 grams of protein, plenty of fiber, keeps me full for hours, and I hope you're going to love it too. But more importantly, I'm going to teach you how to make a metabolism stabilizing breakfast so you can take this formula and make dozens of breakfasts that work with your body and not against it. One of the biggest myths is that fasting through breakfast is the way to lose weight. It's the way to cut calories. In reality, the opposite is true. And it's one of the reasons that most women consistently think about food and consistently feel hungry. We think, I'll just have a cup of coffee, a little piece of toast, a little bit of cereal. This strategy could have worked in your 20s, possibly even in your 30s. But after about 35, things change because we're going through perimenopause. And one of the issues that I see with the women that I work with is they are experiencing insulin resistance. And what that means is this stress of not eating breakfast or eating a protein lacking breakfast is going to send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride for the day and makes fat loss so hard because blood sugar rises really quickly and then dips. And when it dips, your energy plummets and you start to crave sugar. You start to crave another cup of coffee. You start to crave chips or bread. So you think you have no willpower because you're craving all these things. But guess what? The good news is it's not a willpower problem. It's a problem related to how you balance breakfast. And when you fix that problem, the willpower goes out the window. You no longer need it. And those sugar cravings completely dissipate. Like my client, Amy, she recently joined the program. She was extremely low energy when she came to me, lots of cravings, couldn't find the energy to move. And we made just a few tweaks to her morning and adjusted her breakfast and her coffee time. And suddenly she's got loads of energy and she's starting to integrate movement and starting to feel better. And this is going to make weight loss so much easier for her because all of those afternoon and evening cravings are dissipating. And this is what I want for you. Let's dive into how to create a balanced breakfast. So it's a 4-part formula. So for any meal, ask yourself whether it has 4 things. Does it have enough protein? Does it have enough fiber? Does it have enough healthy fats? And does it have enough whole food carbohydrates? So this category of the whole food carbohydrates, I like to vary it depending on the time of day and what meal. I like to have more carbohydrates at lunchtime and less at breakfast and at dinner. But you can start with a very balanced meal and have carbohydrates throughout the day and see how your body feels. So if you start to consistently include these 4 components in every single meal, you're going to find that you have stable energy and you are full for hours. And this makes energy stabilization obviously really simple and it makes weight loss so much easier. Let's dive into today's recipe, and it is a chia pudding. You do not have to make this exact same recipe. You can take this formula that I'm giving you and apply it to any recipe that you want. My clients will eat eggs for breakfast. They'll have Greek yogurt bowls or dinner for breakfast. I'm sharing one to give you an idea. We're going to start with 3/4 cups of blueberries. You can use fresh or frozen. I use blueberries because they're rich in phytonutrients. They are a low carbohydrate fruit, so they're not going to spike your blood sugar like pineapple or banana might, and they are rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory nutrients. Top it with about a cup of water and put it on the stovetop in a small pan and bring it to a boil. You're going to take it off the stovetop and then stir in 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. You cannot eat it raw. Don't put it on your salad. It could cause choking and you will not absorb the beautiful nutrients that are in this mighty little seed. It needs to absorb water in order to become digestible. And here's a little hack. Chia seeds take 2 to 3 hours to bloom, but when it's put into a warm temperature, it expands within 10 minutes. And chia seeds, so again, fiber, minerals, and there's something called lignans in it, and it's been studied to be estrogen supportive. So this is great to add to your diet as we're going through peri and postmenopause to help us with our erratic and dipping estrogen levels. And then I like to use a scoop of protein powder. It's a whey protein, but you can use any protein powder you want. You can also stir this into Greek yogurt. So you let it cool and then you stir it into Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. That tastes great as well. So if you don't want to use protein powder, you don't have to. But by stirring in this protein powder or yogurt or cottage cheese, it's going to give you 37 to 40 grams of protein. And then I do like to top it with some soaked almonds or some slivered almonds. And almonds will give you additional minerals, but I like to soak mine because it just helps to make it more absorbable, gives it a nice crunch, and it's just a wonderful balanced breakfast. So again, I don't care if you make this particular recipe, you might not like chia seeds. You can use any other recipe, but I want you to think of your meals and I want you to think, does it have enough protein, enough fiber, enough fat, and enough carbohydrates? So this breakfast gives you all. You can give it a try or not, or just look for recipes that are going to give you this kind of macro and micro profile. This is one of the things that I work in detail with clients in my Metabolic Mastery program. I teach you how to make breakfasts, how to make balanced lunches, the front load method, which is another method of eating a larger breakfast and a smaller dinner. We talk about fasting. We get into the nitty gritty of how you should eat, how you should move, and how it works for your particular body. So I invite you to check out my program, nutritionherway.com/MM. 6 months, I walk with you intimately. I get to know your food, what you like, what you dislike, how your body responds to what you're eating. You walk away knowing exactly what to do for your unique body. I highly encourage you to get in touch with me. You can book a free 15-minute call, nutritionherway.com/call, and we can chat. If you're still around, I would love to hear, what breakfast are you going to try? Are you going to try this recipe, or are you going to try something else over this coming week? And I would love to hear back from you. Did it help? How did it feel in your body? I read every single comment. I'll see you on the next episode.